In the heart of the African savanna, survival is a game of awareness. Danger moves in silence, and for a creature that cannot see it coming.
The world is a terrifying place. This is the white rhinoceros, a giant clad in armor. But armor cannot stop everything. Deep within its folds, a silent invasion is underway. Hundreds of engorged ticks drain its strength drop by drop. The giant is miserable. It cannot reach them. It cannot scratch them away. The parasites are locked in.
But the ticks are not the only threat. The rhinoceros is almost entirely blind. It relies heavily on hearing and smell. A slight shift in the wind could mean life or death. Alone in the dust, it is vulnerable to predators, and to the guns of poachers.
It needs a miracle. It needs a guardian. Then, a sharp hiss cuts through the dry air. A small, brown shadow descends.
The red-billed oxpecker, barely 20 centimeters long, weighing less than a handful of dirt. To the bird, this blind giant is not just a host, it is a fortress and a feast.
The alliance has begun. The work is fast and methodical. Soft chirp, claws gripping, gentle breeze from...
A single oxpecker can consume hundreds of engorged ticks a day. For the blind giant, it is instant relief. Where there were dozens, soon there are only a few.
Its sharp claws act like crampons, allowing it to scale the sheer cliffs of the rhino's body.
No crevice is too deep. No parasite is safe. As the morning heat rises, the partnership deepens. But in the wild, peace is only an illusion. The tiny cleaner has exceptional eyesight. It sees what the giant cannot. If it doesn't sound the alarm, the rhinoceros knows it is safe. A heavy burden, slowly lifted. By late afternoon, the giant is mostly clean. The heavy burden is gone.
But nature is rarely simple. And it is not always kind. It targets small abrasions, pecking at scabs to keep wounds open.
Fast tapping/pecking sound,
Low wind.
The giant feels the sting. But it tolerates the pain, bound to its tiny master. In this brutal world, the line between hero and villain blurs. But there is an enemy much worse than ticks. An enemy that does not belong here. The blind giant senses a shift in the air.
a scent of iron and oil. For now, the distance is safe. The sentinel returns to its duty. Another parasite is forcefully evicted. Swallowed whole. The armor is clean again. The guardian rests. But tomorrow, the ultimate test will come.
Night falls. The savanna transforms. The blind giant sleeps, swallowed by the darkness. The sentinel rests with it.
But darkness is a cover for the ultimate predator.
Man.
The wind carries no scent. The giant hears nothing. But the oxpecker's instincts are razor sharp. The giant remains oblivious. Until the alarm is sounded. A sharp, piercing hiss. A language the rhinoceros understands perfectly. The hunters find nothing but an empty bed of dust. Miles away, a heavy shadow disappears into the safety of the night. A life saved.
All is now firmless to man.
By a creature weighing less than a handful of dirt. The giant is safe. It survived the night, thanks to a voice it trusted. As the day begins, a familiar shadow returns. The work of the sentinel is never truly finished. Overnight, new parasites have found their way through the armor. But the alliance remains strong. Every morning, the cycle begins again. It is a harsh contract, paid in blood, parasites, and vigilance.
Steady breathing.
Morning birds. But out here, there are no perfect heroes. There is only survival. The red-billed Oxpecker. And the blind giant it calls home.
Bound together by blood and an unbreakable instinct to survive. Nature is not always kind, but it is always perfectly balanced.